Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. So I'm here at NAMM at the Journey Instruments stand with Dave, GuitarZero2Hero. Mate, how you doing? Give me a high five.
Good, thanks,
We've
mate.
just done a cover of a Green Day song, which I'm sure will be up on one of our YouTube channels at some point. We'll link to that as well, because that was really fun. Yeah. And we're going to answer some of your questions. We're going to do some quick fire, and then we're going more in depth when appropriate. Dave, how are you?
Good.
This is your first time at NAMM, right?
First time at NAMM. Absolutely love it. Blown away by
what's it like?
It's a little overwhelming, actually.
Just the scale of it.
Yeah, the scale of it. I just don't know where to go. I got lost, actually.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
And like the convention centres there, is there anything of this size at all? Anything you've ever been to?
No, so yeah, they have a Melbourne Guitar Festival, and don't want to take anything away from that. That's amazing too. But it's just like.
But this is just big.
1/100th of the size of this. So yeah.
No, I agree, and it's really wonderful that we can set up collabs like this and everything. So let's get right to it. Do you have a couple of questions ready?
All right.
So, is there a correct order for learning scales on the guitar? By the way, both of you are awesome. Thank you, Sid.dt.
What would you suggest? I'd say just learn the pentatonic scale. That's the first one you should learn.
I think that's definitely for an electric guitar. Pentatonic, A minor, position 1. And try and make music with that. Try and play recognizable melodies with that and get used to using that first. You learn scale extensions, go a little bit lower first, and then moving up just to position 2 rather than like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Learn to make music with fewer notes is one of the biggest tips. But then absolutely major scale, and then starting to mix between them. You know, Dorian. Just adding notes to the minor pentatonic, all that kind of thing. But they're somewhat different on an electric and acoustic guitar.
Yeah, I think some people get bogged down too much on trying to learn the theory, and then they.
Well, everyone knows they should learn more, but they don't realize the result of that should be making music.
Yeah,
hopefully.
So just jam
learning
it out.
solos easier, all that kind of thing.
Just see what sounds good, and have fun.
A question from me: what was the first band you ever played in?
The first band I ever played in.
Yeah, what was the name of them? And any
terrible band name. I think it was One Man Army or something like that. I don't know. It was
pretty
awful.
good.
Oh, it's terrible. But then we renamed it to My Renascent.
That's good.
Nah, terrible band name.
Look, if you want terrible band names, I got them. One band I've been in was called Traitor's Gate.
That's awesome. That sounds like a metal band.
I did
Is
a
it a metal
gig
band?
once. No, we were just kind of classic rock. Played badly. I was in one band called Gazebo Erection.
Yeah.
Gazebo
Erection.
We did one gig in a gazebo. And the first band I was ever in was called The Frame. And it was just with school friends. And we realised there's about 10 The Frames in the world. Ooh, what electric guitar do you prefer playing? And what was your first electric guitar?
My first electric guitar.
Soamcha Abra 24.
Great question.
Great handle.
Great handle.
So your preferred electric guitar, and what was your first one?
Preferred electric guitar is my Strat that I got from Japan. So I went to Japan 2 years ago.
The made in Japan Strats.
Yeah.
Is it an 80s one,
beautiful.
or is it more
No, it's a newer model. So I went to Japan originally trying to find like an 80s model. Just like a
apparently the Wayne's World's We're Not Worthy guitar that he plays Stairway on. Apparently that's a made in Japan one. They were better around that time.
So I wanted a We're Not Worthy guitar, but I went there. I tried so many of them, and then this Sunburst Strat that was setting up the back of the displays was just like sitting there, and it just spoke to me, and I was like, ooh, yeah.
They all do that. Guitars choose you. Absolutely.
And then I picked it up and I was like, yeah.
It's like, why is that your favorite guitar? It's like, it doesn't matter. It just is.
Exactly.
So because there's no choice in the matter. It is.
Yeah.
And what was your first guitar?
First guitar was
electric guitar. First electric
Ibanez RG. That's back in my... Yeah, I started with an RG.
What shape is that? I can't even think.
It's just like the pointy one.
Yeah.
The pointy metal guitar. Okay. Yeah. And how about you, Andy?
My first electric guitar was an Epiphone Les Paul.
Yeah.
Which I had to sell because I played it so much the frets really wore down.
Okay.
And it would have cost like £180 to get it all refretted at the time. Yeah. It's like 15 years ago. And that was as much as another. I found another one on eBay for like 200 quid, brand new. So I just got another Epiphone Les Paul.
But you sold it.
I know I did. Well, I needed the money at the time.
Yeah.
In fact, that was a question from someone else, like, how to start making money as an up-and-coming guitar player. If you want to make money from playing guitar, which I guess we do. So one route is teaching. Either one-to-one or getting out there and making YouTube videos, because, that has gone well for us.
Yeah.
That's paid dividends. But also playing covers, you're more likely to earn money.
Yeah, playing covers band can be
even
quite
if
lucrative.
It's £200, $200 playing a pub gig. That is income. It is a place to start to learn your trade. Yeah. And perhaps in the early days playing a lot of free gigs but cover gigs still to get really good and to warrant being paid. A lot of because cover bands get paid a lot of money if you're really good and you commit to it. But yeah, absolutely. My first money as a guitar player was teaching and playing in a cover band. Matt, I'm going to ask one quick because this is direct to you.
Yeah.
Maddie Nohona says, "Hey Dave, big fan of yours.
Thanks, Maddie.
Love the YouTube channel. Could you maybe make a bid for video for artificial harmonics? That would be great. Do it in like 10 seconds now."
All right, harmonics, natural harmonics. 12th fret, 7th fret. Artificial, push down the fret, 3rd fret, G string. Now you're going to need to use your thumb and index finger.
It's the hardest technique in the world, by the way.
You're going to have to put your index finger lightly on the 12 frets up from the one you're fretting.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to pluck it with your thumb. I don't know if you can actually hear that.
That come out beautifully. Yeah, that'll be really picked up.
Now, like fingerstyle guitarists.
When people can do that quick, they look like wizards.
They're like,
it's a phenomenal technique.
But I know how to do it. I don't know how to do it very well though.
It's
not my bread and butter.
The hardest technique on guitar, and you did that very well.
Okay, Andy, what's your favorite song?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
What's your favorite song you enjoy to play on guitar? Not the hardest, but nice to play.
Just historically, one that, especially live, you did an open mic night or something. It's been Save Tonight again and again and again.
Yeah, classic.
We could even do a jam of that in a little
Yeah.
bit. That'd be really fun.
It's amazing.
Because it's very good for. That was not only one of my first songs I played at an open mic night, but it's been two of my friends because they've not known what to play,
Yeah.
and I've been 4 chords, same all the way through.
Yeah.
Just go louder and quieter. There
Yeah.
you go. It's been a really good one for a lot of people's first gig. You know, good friends of mine.
There's something really amazing about the palm muting and that strumming pattern as well. That's really subtle.
It's a hell of a song.
Yeah,
And it's a great one to play in like Save Tonight. It's a good message in the song.
definitely. What do you prefer to play other than guitar? What other instrument do you prefer to
I play piano. That's a seamless plug to my Andy Piano YouTube channel. And I was kind of made to have piano lessons originally at like 9. And then I wanted to a couple of years later, so I practiced more and got keyboard and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very much into music production, was making music using computers.
I think that's the new channel idea for you, Andy.
Well, yeah, no, I can't. I'm not going to just... Someone joked, a friend of mine jokes that I'm going to start a beginner ballet channel at one point because I'm just doing all the beginner things. But yeah, guitar was something that always seemed too cool for me. And it wasn't until I was 12 or 13. I think I was 13 when I got my first guitar. And then I just sort of persevered because I really wanted to.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first started playing?
I was 13.
Yeah.
So
it's a good age.
Yeah.
The best age to start at is whatever age you are at now. There's no time like the present.
Yeah.
There's no earlier time than the present. You know, now is the earliest time to start. But that early teens, you just have time on your hands and you're used to learning things, and your hands have just got big enough to be able to kind of play anything.
Yeah.
Though we saw, like, how old was that guitarist we saw last night? He must have been like 10 years old, right? And he was loving life. He was like a little Angus Young. It's fantastic. Yeah, they had a bunch of kids on stage and they played absolutely great. What was your favourite song to play just for fun?
Just for fun.
Just a question from Roberto.
All right.
It's like over the years.
Yeah, slow.
well.
I mean, slow dancing in a burning room, which has
lovely.
kind of become the new Stairway to Heaven at a guitar store.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
But
because it's easy enough to play, but you get every guitar player in the room kind of goes.
Yeah.
Know what you're doing
that's a really good one to sort of loop by yourself as well. Just put the chords down and then just fiddle around with it. So
pretend you're John Mayer for 5 minutes.
Which software do you use to edit videos?
To edit videos, Final Cut.
Final Cut.
Because I'm not very good at it, and it's easier to use than Premiere.
There you go.
I'm not. Anyone who watches my videos knows I am not a whiz at editing videos. You have a lot more kind of overlays than me. I do that more on Piano Channel. But it
takes so much time.
It does, doesn't it? It just eats up time. So I'd rather try and make more videos. Is what I've tried to do personally.
What was the first gig you ever played, actually?
First gig was in The Frame.
Okay.
I was half the time on keyboards and guitar. It was the singer's works due, and we were all like 16.
Yeah.
He'd just left school and he'd got a job.
Yeah.
And my older brother was there. Okay. We probably couldn't have done that gig without my older brother because he helped us buy the PA, and it would probably, the PA, we wouldn't have been able to plug it in if he wasn't there. Yeah, it was really, everyone's got to have a first gig, and that was mine. Certainly with a band, I can't think of an earlier one than that, so I was about 16.
How did it go? Were you playing originals or
no, all covers?
Yeah.
Virtually the same set I was playing 10 years later.
Yeah.
When I was playing, getting paid for being a cover band as a living, it was virtually the same set, apart from maybe we added Mr. Brightside, I think. 10 years ago, Mr. Brightside and Sex on Fire was just like the biggest songs
they were
to play.
Off. They still do.
It's true, man. What about yourself? First gig?
First gig was at a Battle of the Bands competition, and we played one cover, and that was our encore, and that went off. It was Under the Bridge by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nice.
Which is still... Actually, I'm going to change my answer to that question before. I think
your favourite song?
Under the Bridge is my favourite song to play on guitar.
And it's one of those where there's still debate on how the intro is played.
Yeah.
Because there's an overdub, right? There's a couple of notes that are overdubbed.
I think there's just the two single notes.
That's
just the...
Yeah.
On top.
But that makes the riff in many ways.
Yeah, it does.
And of course, John Frusciante just
Unreal.
rejoined
He's
Chili
back.
Peppers.
Oh my god.
So was this in Melbourne?
This was in Melbourne.
Give a shout out to your favourite live music venue in Melbourne.
Corner Hotel. Amazing Amazing.
Corner Hotel Melbourne.
Yeah.
Shout out. Support live music, guys. It's really important.
Absolutely.
I think we should wrap up this video now, and then we'll do another Q&A for your channel.
Yeah.
Should we do that?
Sure. Sounds good.
We'll link to that on the screen now. Thank you very much to Journey Instruments for these fabulous looking and sounding carbon fiber guitars. I think they're really mint. And yeah, check out the next video with me and Dave now. We'll see you there.
Was that your idea? Gazebo Erection?
No, they were already a band, and I joined them for a gig
unreal.
when we were kids. I was like a band member for a day, but it was one of the first.